Welcome everyone to another round of G14 Racing League action. We are here in Zandvoort, Netherlands. Here for round 6 of season 1. We are slowly nearing the end of the season. We have this round and then 2 more rounds to go as the season slowly draws to a close. So let's quickly have a gander at the championship at the current moment in time. At the moment, the Ferrari of TK is running away with it, and I might put this out immediately. If he wins here, he has won the championship. If TK wins here today, actually, if TK finishes 6th or above, I think. But I need to actually remember, because there's a different point system, so I actually need to check the point system. Yes, okay, it's still top 6. So, TK needs to finish in the top 6 to win the championship here today. And if he is to finish in the top 6, the Red Bull, I don't know which Red Bull, it's Fowler. He is currently many points behind, because currently average is ahead. TK is currently ahead by 40 points at the top of the drivers' standings, which means actually needs to get P5 or above. So to win the championship here today, as Swiggy's currently in 2nd with 43 points. Constructor standings wise, Ferrari and Alpine and Williams all close together, all together by 4 points. Alpine are currently Ferrari seem a one-man team at the moment. So the man in the Haas sets a 1:12.7 in the Haas. Aston Martin today, we'll see if they can score some points. Devils here today. But let's talk about the track. It's 4.2 kilometers. 4.3 kilometers, sorry, if you round it up. 14 corners. Obviously, this is the reverse version, which means that, TK, with a 1:09.3, he's immediately going all in with that lap. But keep on talking about the track. Sector 1 is the left hander / banking, as Fekhoff has been given a 5-place grid penalty for a collision with Williams driver Duncan, who has just gone into the pits. As next across the line will be the Haas of Fekhoff. You also have a Mercedes making his way around. That's Rose. Ferrari, that's Gnome. Gnome goes to 5th with a 110.6. The Aston Martin of Dennis fails to set in a standard lap. E-Dog. You've got Lewis the Ginge. He's a V-car reserve, but in the Red Bull today. Crosses the line, goes 3rd with a 1:09.8. So he splits the 2 Alpines in half of Jens and Nick. As then you've got a Mercedes making his way round. Is that Rose or is that reserve? I think that was reserve. As he got a V-carb making his way round. You've got a Williams. You've got V-carb shortly up ahead. And then you've got J-Duff, who's going to cross the line. It's a 1:10.5, which puts him into 6th place. Currently in a comfortable position while his teammate is sitting in the pits. As Fekhoff is going to cross the line, he goes 15th. So at the moment, the McLarens aren't the slowest on the grid. At the moment, at least. Rose Q going slowly. Makes his way into what would be turn 3, but here it's technically turn 11. Oh no, turn 12, sorry, actually. They've accommodated a reverse track, to be fair, so... Reverse. I could have sworn it was always reserve. I could have sworn this guy's name was Reserve, not Reverse. Such a Mandela effect here, ladies and gentlemen. It was Reserve. Yeah, I thought so. As E-Dog is going to cross the line, and it's a 109.9. Reserve being a reserve. I swear to God, if it was reversed this whole time. Surely I'm not going crazy and it was reverse. It was reserve. Reverse. It was reverse. This whole time? No, there's no way. I was sure it was reserve. I'm not going crazy. I hope not. As the man improves, however, does not improve position. It was a 1:12.1. 1:12.2 actually. As Nick is improving by 3 whole tenths here at the moment. However, he hasn't validated. Like I said, if TK wins here, he's won the championship for sure. If he's on the podium, he's won the championship. 5th, it depends on E-Dog's finish. As Swiggy isn't here today. As we watch TK make his way through Sector 1, he's improving by 2 tenths. If he gets into the 108s, this will be a shock if he gets into the 108s. So he makes his way into the left-hander. How quick is his Sector 2 here today? He's on course for a 108. He's definitely on course for a 108. Just no mistakes here for TK. And he might get into it as he makes his way into turn 12. And then out into the final corner. What will it be for the Ferrari? TK. Oh, God. It's a 108.9. Oh, my Lord. He's into the 108s. I said it was going to happen. And Jens might follow suit, but he needs to find a bucket load of time. As Jens makes his way down the start finish straight, it's a 109.0. And we're cracking into some big, big times here.
some very close ones, as J Duff, or JJ's improving by a tenth at the moment, nearly 2, which currently puts him into 7th ahead of his teammate. We'll see when he gets to cross that line, as I believe Riley is going to make his way around the final corner. He's improving by a second. So what will it be? He's got a kick Sauber behind him of Bar, I think, as 16th for Riley, and Bar was tied. Only improves narrowly, as E-Dog starts his lap. You've got Hamburger as well. Then you've got the 2 Williams of Duncan and J-Duff. So Duncan up ahead, he's going to start his flying lap. And what will it be for his teammate here? JJ is going to cross the line, so 1:10.5, which does put him just barely in front of his teammate. 3,000ths to be specific. As Yummy pushes them all down, going up into 7th. You can see Nick in the background starting his lap. And then you've got Bar round the final corner, improved by a tenth at the moment. What will it be for the Sauber? Stays where he is, but he does improve his lap time. Question is where's the room for improvement there? Junko is going to start his lap, sorry. The man is going to start his lap. You've got another Sauber who will be going for the pits. You've got an Aston Martin. It's Devil. No, it's not. Hamburger's out. He's crashed. He's crashed at the exit of the left-hander, as E-Dog's come to a complete stop, letting someone by. As Reverse is going to start his lap. You've got Devil with him as well. So Reverse starts. Devil goes up to 12th with a 1:10.7, sorry. As that's an Alpine making his way down the straight. Nick, he's improving. Jonesy goes 3rd with a 1:09.3, beating Lewis. So Lewis is going to have to get out once again shortly. That is a really good lap, to be fair. 1:08.9 is a pretty decent lap, as Junko is next to put a lap in. What will it be? It's a 1:10.3, which puts him into 7th in front of his teammate. Got lots of pairings at the moment on the board here. You've got the 2 Alpines together, the 2 Red Bulls, the 2 V-Carbs, the 2 Williams, the 2 Saubers, and the 2 McLarens. If Fekhoff can improve and get in between Hamburger and the man, we'll have a Haas 2-man here. Where's the other Mercedes? Oh, there it is. There's Reverse. Rose is still yet to set a lap here at the moment. His teammate Reverse is going to go again. We've got a Ferrari of Gnome making his way. I'm not sure if he's on a proper lap here. No, he is. He's going into the final corner. It's looking quite slow, but that could just be a bit of an optical effect. So he goes 4th with a 1:09.7 and puts the Alpines into a sandwich here. I need that yellow flag to clear up. 3 minutes to go. Right. 3 minutes to go here in Zandvoort. Reverse is improving. Currently probably going to go up into 4th, maybe even 3rd. As Reverse is going to cross the line, 6th. A 1:09.8 is off the pace. I'm completely honest. Duncan's going to start a lap here with the Red Bull of E-Dog. Haas of Fekhoff. Rose, the only man yet to start, sets a lap. We'll see how he does today. as Reverse has retired. He parks his way on the entry of turn, I want to say 8, that is. I don't actually remember the corners, and especially going in reverse as well. Who will be next across the line? It will be a Sauber. You've got Dennis. Who's going to set a lap, though? It's Duncan. Or is that... Yep, that is Duncan, but he is not on a lap. He's got a fast approaching Haas of Fekov, who's improving not by much. He does not take in that penultimate corner quite well as he makes his way around the final corner. It's looking pretty sluggish. And he jumps up to 18th for the 1:13.5. But it's not the quickest. As what's going on? What's going on? We've got a pile up over here. Bit of a traffic paradise. And oh, Jesus me, that was a bit of a jump scare for J-Duff for sure. Quickly have a gander at the race director. That's settings. Okay, let me go to the race director. Thank you. Let's see. Let's scroll down here. So Yummy's DNF'd due to damage. And then you've got Junko with a grid penalty, a 5-place grid penalty. So does Vekov. He also has a 5-place grid penalty. I'm not sure what happened there. Would be nice to know, as Lewis has had a bit of a slide through that corner. He's still improving. Currently up into 4th, beating Gnome as he locks up here. He's got the ABS off there, so obviously going to see some lockups. As he makes his way into the left corner, as Tide has retired as well. Has he done it on track? Yes, he has. As Lewis still now narrowly improving. He looks to be staying in 5th as Roseq has retired. He's going to be at the back of the grid. So qualifying's over. And to end things, it will be Lewis to kick the end off here. What would it be? It's 4 for 109.4 for the Red Bull. Nearly putting him into 3rd, however, you cannot guess the McLaren ended it into 15th. The Ferrari of TK does not improve, but that lap I don't think is improvable on, as Junko ends it with a 9th place finish. We can see the Aston Martin in the background of Dennis, who stays 17th. Then impeded by McLaren. Who is KL Euro Trucks? Which driver are you? Are you Jens? Nick improves, but it will be TK on pole position. Here in qualifying, your championship leader, if he wins here in Zandvoort... Oh, he's E-Dog. Ah, right. TK, if he wins here today, he is your championship winner. And there will be no doubts about that. And if he doesn't finish first, all he needs to do is finish in front of E-Dog, and that's what's important. So on pole we have TK, Jens, Nick, Lewis, Gnome, Reverse, E-Dog, Duncan, Junko, Yummy, J-Duff. Jung has a 5-place grid penalty, be jumping down to 14th. Devil, Tide, Bar, and we can see the rest. as it's a rainy day here in Netherlands. Be careful, the track might flood. One, two, three, four, five red lights here in Netherlands. And it's go, 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 go! Here in Zandvoort, it's a good getaway from the line from TK. He gets ahead of Jens, as in the background we could see a lot of carnage, just sprays being kicked up. Here in Netherlands, people going to the wall. Yellow flags for some reason. Oh, Jesus Christ! Who's that dropping back? That's Nick, who's gone wide. Somebody cutting across. We've got a crash in the back. And it's a virtual safety car to kick things off. Surprised not a full course safety car, if I'm completely honest, as Nick is struggling even more and more as he's dropped down to 14th. But TK leads. Devil's been given a 10-second penalty. Jesus me, what has happened? It's a full course safety car. Lap 1 of 36, and to kick things off, we already have carnage. As Devil, I think that was running wide as well. Dennis, Yummy, and Hamburger are all out. Devil with another 10 seconds. And he's also out. So 4 DNFs on lap 1. Well, at least we're going to have another hectic restart, that's for sure. And also, how long is this rain going to be raining for? Is also another question. However, TK stays out. We probably won't see drivers going to the pits unless it's for repairs. Let's see Nick making his way through. He'll be going for another set of inters. And a new front wing. So when he rejoins the pack, I think that's when we get our restart. Well, that's a very peculiar race start, if I'm completely honest. Going into the banking, we saw Nick wall ride the banking and then go wide and into the gravel. We saw, and I still don't know what happened at the back. There was too much spray from the rain to see what actually happened. As Nick is going to rejoin the queue, we'll have a safety car restart from lap 3 to 4. We're going to slowly start to... What's happening here? The bar's falling back quite a bit. We also see Feck off wide. Ty's been overtaken as well. What is going on? But at the moment, it is TK, then Jens, Lewis, Reverse E-Dog, Duncan Gnome, JJ Junko, The Man, Riley, Rose, Tide, Bar, Feckoff, Nick. Devil, Hamburger, Yummy, and Dennis. Have all been DNF'd. There we go, safety car in this lap. So we're going to get this race back underway. Around the final corner, TK, when does he go? He goes now and he's building a gap already to Jens. Have a can, Jens, stay close and try and find a move as we make our way into the final corner. JJ is into the pits, strangely. As Lewis sits currently in third, Jens in second, TK first, and they are all running away from reverse here at the moment. Rose is up into the top 10 after starting in last. Make our way round the left-hander. It's another driver who's going to get past, and Junko's probably going to be next here. Can Rose find the move going into turn 12? As it's a bit of a slide there from Rose, but he's still staying close as they make their way into the final corner. It's going to go down the inside. Can he hold it? Can he hold it? Junko goes wide as Lewis sets the fastest lap. And let's quickly have a gander position change, as the top two and Tide have stayed the same and everyone else has moved about. So, but Lewis is on a mission here at the moment. Can he get his first... the question is, he may even be able to get his first win here, but I don't think that's possible with TK and Jens being two very hard mountains to climb over. It'll be quite tricky to get past them. TK obviously with a championship on the line. Oh, look at the exit on Lewis! He's gone past Jens! What an exit there from Lewis! And he's up into second. What a move! Catches Jens on the mistake, but there's the mistake from him, and he's gonna try and hold position into the final corner. They're side by side. They're keeping it clean, There's minimal contact, and Jens stays ahead. Jens clips the gravel a bit there, and TK slowly starts to run away. It's another mistake from Jens, and Lewis sneaks back past, and he's up into second. Can he hold it for a bit more this time? Obviously there's no DRS. This is going to be quite more tricky, and it's quite slippery out there, and Lewis should just prove that as he goes wide there into the gravel. Question is, how long is it going to rain for? Is it going to be raining the whole race? Can Lewis stay close to Jens and find the move? Even if this is Lewis's second race here in the G14 race, and the first time round, he missed out on the podium after an incident with Devil at turn 2. And this time, he's currently cruising in a safe spot. And can he hold it up? He might even get up into second here. But the race win will probably go down probably for TK, as it's a good move down the inside. Can Lewis hold off Jens here? It's a good send. And he stays ahead. It's a good fight here for second at the moment. Feels like Massa and Kubica in Fuji back in, I think, 2007 or maybe 2008. In the rain. And these guys fighting for days and days on end. However, Lewis is running away now. And can he get close to TK? To be fair, he is catching up quite a bit. No, he's not. Okay. For a second, I thought he was catching 3/10 out of TK there. But he goes fastest lap once again. I mean, ERS-wise, has he got more than TK? TK has a lot more. Also, TK doesn't have any ERS. He's on none. Whereas Lewis is on hot lap. So, I guess at the moment, Nick has been doing a pretty good comeback drive. After falling all the way back to 16th, he's up into 6th. See if he can catch up to the two Mercedes. First rows, then reverse. I think if you pit for wets can be good, but you need to stay off the. You need to go off the line, which obviously won't be quite helpful. To make our way into turn 2, Nick is getting close here to Rose. He tries to make the dive. However, he can't get the move. It's a yellow flag. It's a full-course safety car once again. It was the Haas of Fekov who's crashed. He's disappeared before we can see what's happened. He must have lost his back end. Now the question is, do the drivers pit? TK's pitting. Does Lewis want the race lead or does he pit? He's having the dilemma. He's thinking. He's staying out. Interesting choice there. Not sure if that's the right decision here. Lewis is into the lead, however, is on a much older. To be fair, not everybody is pitting. Riley's going for the wets. Is he watching the stream? Or is it actually time for the wets? We'll see how Riley does with this decision. It's clear who's the two quickest drivers currently out there on track. It is Lewis and DK. And Nick as well, and the rest are somewhat slower. So, J Duff has crashed somewhere. He's spun and hit the barriers. That's his first, I think, DNF of the season for JJ. Oh, as Riley is going to slowly make his way towards the back. This will be the last lap of the safety car. To be fair, I think I can see why Lewis stayed out. He might have been waiting for wet tyre condition. However, is it wet enough? Some on quite old inters, some on new inters, and the odd one out on the new wets, as safety car is in this lap. What is going to happen? I'm not sure. We'll see as time will tell here, ladies and gentlemen. We will find out as the drivers will make their way round the final corner. Lewis to lead the pack here on this safety car. Restarts, we're underway. TK's got the better launch, as he's already keeping close to the Red Bull, as he's predicted the launch is going to immediately try and go around the outside into the banking. Can he hold off the move? And he's up back into the lead, but Lewis is not giving up. He's keeping his nose in as TK runs wide. Riley's retired, and it's also Tide is retired. Don't tell me we're going to have another safety car. It's another... That's the third safety car. I don't think we'll have any more. I think there's a limit now. As Reverse is back to where he used to be. He's up into second. As another safety car has come out. Deary me. A position, did you overtake him before you crossed the line? Because you can't overtake until you cross the start-finish line. These two still stay out, which is interesting. As what's just happened? TK's hit the back of Reserve, Reserve's hit the back of Lewis. Is anyone going to get a penalty for this? Or is safety car, or is the race control going to ignore it? Race control's ignored it. Yeah, race control's ignored it. But does TK have damage? Because I did see debris. Yeah, he's lost an end plate. TK has damage. And the man with the championship on the line used to finish in the top 5 and ahead of E-Dog. I mean, yeah, he needs to get a top 5 finish. And just hope E-Dog doesn't go on a spree and just win the race. To win the championship, obviously if he doesn't finish, he has to, and Swiggy wins the next 2, he's going to have to get a minimum of, I think, 6th every race? No. 7th, yeah. He needs to get 7th or above in the next 2 races if he doesn't finish. If he finishes outside of the top 10. If he finishes 6th, then all he needs to do is get into the top 8. I can't remember the point system off the top of my head. So another safety car that'll be going in this lap. Versus hit him again. Quite a lot of leniency from the race control today. Gonna make our way around the final corner. And it's gonna be another race restart as Lewis gets away well ahead of reserve. Reserve reverse. And we are back underway here in Zandvoort. And who is going to be the person who's going to come out on top? Because I don't think we'll have any more safety cars. As Lewis is starting to run away from reverse here. As we've got a yellow flag, that is Junko. He's had an issue there. As TK with damage might need to be a bit more careful, so he can't be he can't be taking the normal line that he normally takes for the standard braking zone, because if he does, he might, with the front wing damage, might go into the wall. So he's going to be pretty much out of the running. We could see Lewis win his first race here today. However, Lewis is still yet to pit. Obviously, you don't have to pit, but with the tyre wear, obviously going to be a playing factor. He might be waiting for the wet tyres to be available as he sets the fastest lap by a whole second of improvement. He is running away with this at the moment.
As TK willing to overtake reverse here, however, without the DRS and obviously without the front wing, he can't be as daring to make a move as he usually could be, and needs just to find the right moment. And there's the right moment. Can he make the send dive down the inside? There's contact between the two. However, TK does get ahead. Jensen also follows through. They still side by side, reverse and Jens. But I think Jensen will get past. He's still on the inside! And there's a crash! Somehow, Nick, with the support that he does, reverse stays alive and stays ahead. And now Lewis is on a mind of his own. This is 3 seconds ahead of TK. And still building a gap, it seems. No, he's not. TK is closing the gap. As the two teammates, Jensen and Nick. I think it's Jensen. It's Jens. Sorry. We're halfway through this Grand Prix. And Lewis is in the lead. TK are gaining rapidly. And this fight for the lead might be tasty. Need to quickly have a look at the lap data here, because he might be pushing for the fastest lap, which is a 1:21.2 at the moment, held by Lewis. He's improved by a whole second, so he might even get the fastest lap. Even with a missing end plate, TK wants this championship. Even him being in second is enough. So personally, I think you should let Lewis win. Just hold off Jens.
Obviously, Lewis is on much older tyres. For Lavaganda, yeah, here you go. 18 lap old Inters. He's going to have to come in for the pits soon. Don't know his tyres at the moment. They don't look shredded. So maybe he's good for a couple more laps, but we'll find out. Bit of a slide as TK now holding a similar gap and is not able to get that close to Lewis here at the moment. Don't need the lap data anymore. As the two teammates swap positions, and Nick might have a shot at TK here. Nick obviously on his one race appearance wins in Austria and is currently on the podium. As at the moment further back, you've got Rose Q and Reverse also. Rose Q seems to start to run away as Reverse is just somewhat struggling as the gap expands. We need to do something to pass the time here. Just gonna watch the leader. What should we do, guys? Now that everyone's at least a second within each other, far away from each other, sorry. But Bar has closed up the gap to the man quite a bit here. Well, quite a bit here. Question is, when does Bar find the move? So we make our way towards the left-hander. There's currently not much to talk about. If Jonesy is watching, can I have a suggestion of what to do, please? Actually reverses into the pits. So is TK. What are they pitting for? Hards. Oh, wee. Yeah, no. Wait. When do the others pit as well is another question. Lewis stays out. Now, TK sets a 1:21.4 as the fastest lap, for his fastest lap. As TK's had a bit of a snap and allows E-Dog to sneak past. Maybe it's not time just yet, but we're going to see drivers diving for the pits. But TK has had a bit of a snap. Lewis going off the line, as you can see, and attacking the curbs quite a bit. He will be going to the pits this lap, I'm pretty sure. But obviously, if you do pit, you need to stay off the racing line. Stay on the racing line, because if you go wide too much, then watching the wrong person. If you go wide too much, does Lewis go for the pits? There we go. Lewis is into the pits for a new set of most likely hards. Nick is into the pits as we watch TK as the man has caused a safety car. It's brilliant timing for Lewis and Nick as Lewis makes his way out of the pits. It's just a match, such a good moment here in Zandvoort. Oh my lords. The man's made a mistake and has caused a safety car. Jens leads on inters. He needs to pit as soon as possible. With the changing conditions, CK is up into 4th, but he has to get past Nick, Lewis and Jens. As he's got into Larius! Oh God! He's lost the front wing! TK's gonna have to go back into the pits as he runs off right into the barriers. This race that started so well for TK has just taken such a massive diversion and will most likely have to go back into the pits. He's driving so carefully now. Jensen's the pits. Your race leader, the man that persistently, and the two people that stayed out for so long knew it was coming, and they've perfectly matched the strategy, and TK and Nick and Lewis are the two furthest drivers out there, and Duncan is also making his way up the order. TK is going to drop back quite a big, quite largely. E-Dog's beginning with a 3 for corner carring. TK is out of his pit box. He is down to 11th. He is down in 11th. That is not ideal for Mr. TK here. What tyres has he gone for, though? It's gone for the mediums. We might see a good fight between these two. Gonna see a double Alpine attack here on Lewis. as drivers catch back up. We are on lap 20. We're going to go into lap 26 out of 36. I'm probably going to restart with 10 laps to go. E-Dog is back into the pits. So TK at least won't be in, will be into the points. He still needs to make his way up into 5th if he wants to win the championship. Safety cars in this lap. So going into lap 27 with 10 laps to go, who will be the person to come out on top? We saw Lewis excel in the wet, but will he excel on the dries? We'll find out as we all bunch up and we are ready, raring to go. As Lewis round the final corner, when does he go? When does he go? When does he go? He goes now, and he tries to immediately get out of the slipstream of Nick. However, Nick is staying close to make our way into the banking. He's going to try and find the move around the outside. He's diving for the inside, and Lewis has lost the lead, but it's contact and he's run. Oh, Jesus me, Nick is out. Shitting hell. Lewis gave the room. However, Nick clips him, spins round.
Lewis definitely gave him the room, though, no doubt. No safety cars. We've hit the limit. There's no more safety cars possible. As at the moment, Lewis is in the lead. If I quickly look back here, just on my stream, as the man's retired as well, in the same place as most he crashed earlier. Hang on a minute. I need to quickly go back again because I wasn't looking. So he goes for the switchback. Yeah, Lewis did give room. He definitely gave room. As it's side by side between Jens and Rose into the banking. As DRS is enabled for the first time in this Grand Prix. And Jens will be the first man to use it here against Lewis. As Jens runs a bit wide here. You still have to stay a little bit off the curbs, I think. As Lewis just opens the door. As Jens nearly has a spin there. I'm scared to see DRS on the banking here. As Rose has made a mistake, he goes wide and nearly goes. Does he go into the barriers? He narrowly misses them. He's definitely. I think he got some damage. I think he's lost an end plate there. Yes, he has. As Lewis has wheel locked, he's spun round. He's into the gravel. I'm not sure what's happened. What the Rose just fully straight line Lewis. But Lewis's race. That was looking so well.
There was an incident with Jensen. I'm not sure what's happened. Both of them went into turn 13. And something happened. As TK has currently won the championship here. As Jensen is currently cruising. Duncan's into the podium places as well. Quickly have a look at penalties. As TK is into the 3-second range of... No, he isn't. There'll definitely be complaints flying in this Grand Prix. As into the banking, Duncan's going to try and get the move down the inside, and both of them are spun! My Jesus! And it's a double podium for Ferrari at the moment. What's E-Dog doing? Oh, Jesus me! E-Dog nearly could have murdered someone there. Blue flags are out for the Red Bull. As E-Dog has tried to fight Gnome here, it seems. No, that won't be possible. DNF drivers can't get points. They're not allowed to, at least. Besides, points start from 8th place, so there needs to be 2 more DNFs. If Lewis somehow catches up quick enough, yeah, he's in the 3-second race to Gnome. He's on the podium. He could have had more, but I think a first ever podium is good enough. as TK's got the DRS. Here is E-Dog. Seems to be holding these two up, allowing Lewis to catch up. He goes into the barriers. I mean, there's teammate strategy here, ladies and gentlemen. As to be fair, Lewis is into DRS range. As we make our way into the banking. Around the outside after No makes a slight mistake there. Might have let it pass as he's got into the barriers again! TK is just so unlucky. Another spin, another hit into the barriers, and another broken front wing. We make our way into the penultimate lap of this Grand Prix. Jens has led the way. As Lewis is going to make the move down the inside into Gnome. But anyway, around the final corner, the Alpine of Jens is going to start the final lap here. The only thing that is going to not obviously lose him the win is a spin to the barriers, but I think Jens will hold it out. But around the final corner, Nick might have been, Jonesy might have been crashed out, but Jens takes it home for the Alpine and he wins here in Zandvoort. Around the final corner, his first ever podium in league racing. It's Lewis who takes it home for Red Bull. Gnome, his first podium, he gets third. E-Dog comes home in 9th. And Barr with his best finish. TK wins the championship here in the G14 Racing League. TK has won the championship.
any sort of maneuver that comes in the next two races does not matter, because your G14 Racing League Season 1 Tier 1 champion is TK in the Ferrari. A hectic race, seeing 11 DNFs, lots of incidents that will probably be taken up in the complaints section. Thank you guys very much for watching another round of G14 Racing League action, but that is where it ends here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys very much for watching. Until next time.